Okay, have you ever thought about if you could actually improve your health, while you're sleeping? Well, today, we're diving into this really fascinating idea from our source material that suggests a specific midnight snack could, get this, actually be repairing your vision. It sounds almost like science fiction, right? So let's see what this is all about.
So this is the big question, isn't it? I mean, really think about that for a second. Could something as simple, as natural as a piece of fruit actually have such a huge impact on one of our most important senses? It's a pretty wild claim, so let's dig in and see what the source says.
All right, so here's the core idea that everything else is built on. Our bodies are just incredible, constantly fixing and rebuilding themselves. And this whole theory is based on the premise that our eyes are doing the exact same thing, and that nighttime is their absolute prime time for all that restoration work. This one concept is the foundation for everything we're about to get into.
So, if our eyes are busy repairing themselves all night, the natural question is, how can we help them out? Well, the source points to one particular fruit that it says kicks off something it calls retina repair. Let's take a closer look.
Now, what's really interesting here is that the source doesn't just say, hey, this fruit is good for your eyes. Nope. It claims there's a specific, measurable improvement. We're talking about a single number that, if it's accurate, is pretty remarkable.
And there it is, 19%. The claim is that just by eating kiwi before bed, you could see a 19% improvement in your night vision. Now that is a really specific and, frankly, dramatic number that definitely gets your attention.
So what on earth is retina repair? Well, your retina, it's that super important light-sensitive tissue at the very back of your eye. It's the part that turns light into signals your brain can actually understand. The source is suggesting that the crazy high levels of antioxidants in kiwi, like vitamin C, help protect and rejuvenate the cells in your retina while you sleep. Basically, it's like giving your body's natural repair crew a massive boost.
Okay, so we have kiwi for the retina repair, but it turns out that's only half the story. The source suggests this is really a two-part strategy. There's another key player in this whole nighttime routine, and this one focuses on a totally different but just as important part of the eye.
And that second secret? It's the goji berry. It's presented as the perfect partner to the kiwi, working right alongside it to provide a different, but according to the source, an equally crucial benefit for your eyesight.
The source actually calls the goji berry's job a macula shield. The macula is the part of your retina that handles your sharpest, most detailed central vision. It's what you're using to read the words on your screen right now. The idea here is that specific antioxidants in goji berries act like an internal pair of sunglasses, helping shield this critical area from damage.
Now hang on, because this is where things get really, really important. After laying out these two potential power-ups for your eyes, the source makes a hard turn into a massive warning. And honestly, it's a make-or-break detail for this whole thing.
And here's the real kicker. The source says you could be eating all the kiwi and goji berries you want, but if you combine them with one very common nutrient, you could be completely blocking all those potential benefits. You could be doing it all for nothing. Let's see what that blocker is. That blocker is calcium. Yep, the source is crystal clear about this. To get any of these potential vision benefits, you absolutely have to avoid eating these fruits with calcium-rich foods like milk or cheese. So it's not just what you eat, it's when and how you eat it.
So to wrap up the source's three-step plan, let's just run through it real quick. Step 1. Eat kiwi for its potential to help with retina repair and boost night vision. Step 2, add in some goji berries to help shield your macula. And the all-important step 3, keep calcium far away from your fruit time so you're not accidentally blocking all the good stuff. And that really just leaves us with this one final thought. If the simple act of eating a couple of fruits before bed could potentially have such a targeted, powerful effect, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple little nightly rituals might be out there just quietly transforming our health while we sleep? It's a pretty fascinating question to chew on.